Hello, everyone. In the last class, we were talking about leadership accountability. We talked about responsibility. A leader must take responsibilities for his actions. A leader must be a good mentor, a good guide. A leader has got to be good in motivation because without motivation, you cannot get things done. We also talked about ethics, the right style, the right way, doing the right things at the right time. We talked about how a leader should influence his team members, how he should support the team members by taking the right decisions for the right persons. Today, we're going to talk about management on the whole. A leader should be a good manager. He must be capable, he must have the ability to manage things. A leader must form a teamwork. A teamwork is a group of people who work towards a common goal. And then we are going to talk about the contribution of each members. And all this is going to happen through communication. The most important part for a leader is to communicate the right things at the right time to the right person. So let's get ahead with. And we're going to talk about the 5 C's of leadership accountability. So, management, teamwork, contribution is the key word for today. Let's talk about the 5 C's, but then first we have to take a look at what actually is management and how a management is in the right direction, in the right way, for the right persons. How the manager, whatever the manager does, the management is nothing but what a manager does. And teamwork, a group of people toward working towards a common goal. Teamship is very important. If you work in a team, things get a lot easier. You are working in a team, you are working for the common vision, mission of the company, for the organization, for a common project. So, teamship is something which we must all work on. And then, contribution is how each member contributes to make the project a success. Now, quickly, we're going to take a look at the 5 C's of leadership accountability. These 5 C's are clarity. If you're clear in your thoughts, you will be clear in your mind, you will be clear in your words. So, clarity counts. A leader must be clear about what he wants from his team members. The second C is communication. Communication is a channel. Communication is a way through which we can get our thoughts across, our ideas, our views through discussions and communication. And the third is consistency. We must be consistent of what our thoughts are, of what our work is. So consistency is very important. The fourth C is courage. You must have the courage. You must have the guts to own, to delegate, to own up your mistakes, and to the courage to say yes and the courage to say no. And the consequences, it means you must be prepared, a leader must be prepared for the consequences of the results of what might be. So, clarity, communication, consistency, courage, and consequences. Let's take a look one by one. Now, clarity. If no one knows what the goal is, how can it be achieved? It cannot be achieved. You must know what the goal is. you must know what they are talking about. So if no one knows what the goal is, how can they achieve it? Clear in your thoughts. A leader needs to define expectations, what is expected of them, your expectations, the roles and responsibilities from the very beginning. So a leader needs to define, he needs to tell his members what he really wants from the very beginning. And when expectations are vague, accountability is compromised. It means the expectations should be clear. If you want 5, you want 5. Say 5. Now, second, we come to communication, because I think communication is one thing which is really important for a leader. A leader should create an environment where people feel comfortable discussing responsibilities and challenges. So the leader should create an environment, a friendly environment, a working environment where people are not afraid to discuss, where people are comfortable to speak out their minds. Whatever is there in their mind, they should be comfortable to discuss it out. Whatever the responsibilities are there, or whatever the challenges are there. Like if a team member does not know how to get things done, he must spell it out right. This needs more clarification. So you have to communicate, and the leader should create that environment wherein everybody is free to speak out their minds. Open and effective communication can help you prevent small issues from turning into major setbacks. It means discussions and open communication can help you to prevent petty matters turning into disasters. So if things said at the right time will save a lot of time. We're talking about now consistency. Accountability is not a part-time job. Like sometimes you do it, sometimes you don't. But accountability is a full-time job. A leader needs to demonstrate it consistently all the while, not just when things are going well. Like if things are going well, the leader might take a back seat and okay, things are going well, okay, so let them do it. But no, a leader needs to demonstrate, to look into things, even when things are going well. If a leader holds their employees to high standards, but makes excuses for their own mistakes, trust is lost. So the leader must consistently look over to the challenges and the difficulties or the good work that they are doing to help them improve, to help them see that yes, they are on the right track. Courage here. What is courage here? Are you willing to own your mistakes even when it's tough? It is really difficult to say that, yes, this happened because I overlooked, because I did not see. It is difficult. But then, are you willing to own your mistakes? This happened. I should have taken this. I should have looked into this. I should have done this. So you have to have that courage, that guts to own, yes, because I did not see, things went wrong. So you need strength to admit your mistakes. It is tough, but then you have got to have that strength to admit, to say, yes, this happened because I was not particular about this thing. So no matter how tough it is, but a leader has to take responsibilities of his mistakes. Leaders who acknowledge their failure gain more trust from their teams. If a leader says, yes, this should have happened like this, the team members are surely going to trust them in the future. So leaders who acknowledge their failure, leaders who admit that they have failed because of their own mistakes, they gain a lot of trust. because the blame game is not there. The leader is taking up the responsibility, taking up the courage to say, yes, this went wrong because I should have paid more attention to it. Holding yourself accountable takes courage. Yes, I was responsible for this. It's all because of my mistake. It is difficult, but then you have to take yourself. A leader has to take the accountability and the courage to own his mistakes. It's easy to celebrate wins. It is so easy to celebrate this happens because I did this. And there's a proverb, success has many fathers. If something goes on in the right direction, and then we celebrate, yeah, this happened because I did this. But then success has many fathers and failures none. If something goes bad or disastrous, uh, I don't know. The blame game is all the time there. So it's easy to celebrate victories and wins, but real leadership shows when things go wrong and the leader admits, because you learn from mistakes. So if you feel that you can fit in owning your mistakes, you learn a lot. And then we come to consequences. There is why behind every reward or reprimand. It means there is why. If somebody wins, if it's a reward, why? Because they worked hard. That is why they were rewarded. And then reprimand, something goes wrong, then the team gets the blame, but the leader should get the blame. So there's why again something went wrong, and there's why again something went on as expected. Actions have consequences, whether they are positive or negative. Every action, consequences are there, whether they are good or bad. Recognizing good work can help you reinforce accountability, while addressing poor performances have adverse effect. Of course, good things are rewarded, and poor performances, well, nobody likes that. So your team needs to know the why behind every consequences. They must be aware of something going good or aware of something going wrong. So this was the 5 C's of leadership accountability: consequences, the results, the courage to face, to own up your own mistakes, the consistency. It's not a work is not a part-time job. Mentoring is not a part-time job, but continuous looking over, looking, monitoring each and every member in the group will definitely give good results. And of course, communication is one thing which you have to take this into your heart. If in your heart, you have to communicate, get what you want. It should be there out there. Whatever you want to say, it should be clearly done. And of course, clarity goes a long way if things are going in the right direction, and if you're positive about it, if you're clear about your goals, your visions, your missions, then clarity proves to be the one thing which holds the key to all successes. So that's all for today. And we'll come back again with more on this. And till then, keep watching.